Welcome to another episode of the Loren Lahav podcast, where we're celebrating our 5th year of bringing you the most fascinating, coolest humans on the planet. You know, I am cruising towards my 60th trip around the sun, and I've discovered something really magical. The world is packed with even more incredible stories than I ever imagined. And every week, it's like opening a surprise gift. You never know who's going to pop into our studio. Maybe it's a tattoo artist who became a quantum physicist or a grandma who just climbed Kilimanjaro. We dive into the good, the messy, and the beautiful, sharing those awe moments, the epic fails that turn into beautiful wins, and the raw truth about owning who we really are. Because let's face it, life is way too short to pretend. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfy, and join our tribe of authentic souls who aren't afraid to keep it real. This is where wisdom meets laughter and where every story matters. Let's dive in. Well, welcome everybody. Today, we're going to talk about throwing a party. I'm looking at Christine. She's like, what kind of party are you throwing? So I'm with my dear friend, Kristen Formant, and you're going to love her. First of all, you're going to love her accent because she's from France. And we're going to throw a party right now. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Should we throw a party for everybody? I think we should throw a no more periods ever party.
Yes, yes, that sounds really great. Yeah, absolutely. We have to celebrate no more period.
So, Kristen, share a little bit of your background, and I know you're very passionate. I think you definitely are looking younger and younger. You're definitely going backwards in time. I'm like, oh my gosh, like when I first met you to now, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. And I know that a big thing that you love to actually celebrate is, this beautiful perimenopausal, menopausal time, and what a beautiful gift that it is. But let me ask you a question. Before that, if we were really, I want everybody to think right now, if you were throwing a no more period party, would it be a beach party? Would it be a fancy tea party? Or would it be a dance party? What would yours be? I'm just curious. I know what mine
Okay,
was.
I think I would love dancing on the beach party
Yeah,
with
a
all the
dance.
ladies in bikinis,
I guess we're gonna have
showing
to do that in the DR
showing
when I see you in a couple weeks, right?
yeah, showing how sexy they are after no period anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question. Let's have some fun before we dive in there. Martha likes that idea, just so you guys know, those of you that can't see her. And then question, what do you think is the first adventure you'd like to plan now that you don't have to pack tampons? Can you think about back to what was the first adventure that you planned when you didn't have to carry tampons anymore?
Mm, Well, the first adventure is go diving because you're not scared of sharks anymore
Yeah.
because they won't smell your blood anymore. So no more sharks. You can dive anywhere.
Oh my God. All right. So talk about this because when I asked you, what did you want to talk about on the podcast? What did you want to share? You were talking about what a gift menopause is. Share with me a little bit about what you mean about that and what you want all of our listeners, men and women, to hear. Because I think it's important for both.
Absolutely. So, talking about menopause is very recent because in the past, nobody was talking about that. It was really scary. It was taboo. And also, historically, menopause did not exist really because 200 years ago, we didn't age as long as today. So we didn't reach the age of menopause. Also, like 30 years ago, we aged longer, but women our age really looked old and they didn't take care of their look. of their body, of their mindset, and so on. So it has been a real big change in the society because um, some ladies in the Occident part of the world, they see it as an insult, as the end of their young life, because it also comes with big change in their life. It comes with the time of emptiness. It comes with the time of retirement. It comes with body change, hormones going down. You have less oxytocin, for instance, so you don't take care of the other people. So all of that make ladies from the Occident think that it's the end of their life. Whereas in Asia, for instance, it's totally the reverse. So when they reach the menopause life, they are very valued in the society because they reach wisdom, they reach experience, um, and so they are seen very very differently.
So I
And
have a question. So I have a question for you. I mean, as someone who's been through menopause, um, did you notice that there was a whole nother kind of strength and resilience that you never experienced? Because that's personally what I experienced through it. Did you notice with yourself that certain things began to blossom in your heart that maybe weren't there before? I'm just curious, what personally for you?
Okay, for me, first, I didn't realize that I was going through menopause. And it was a very tragic wake up call that I had because I was gaining weight. I didn't know that I had mood swings. I didn't know about my drop of libido. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't realize it until one day my husband told me, well, look at you. I cannot even look at you. You look disgusting. Look at your weight and so on. So I was really, really shocked.
Yeah.
And after the shock, I say, well, thank you. Thank you for making me realize what I went through and making me do something about me. I don't want to look like that anymore. I want to change my life. I want to look sexy again. I want to do everything that could help me go through all these metamorphoses in my life.
I love that you thanked him, Christine, because I think a lot of people there it's such a slow burn that we don't maybe realize those things are coming on. We don't realize that extra few pounds or start to be just kind of like, I mean, I look at myself like even a couple of years ago, I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't realize that it was coming on the way that it was coming on. Like you said, you didn't have that awareness. So even though it was a little shocking how he actually did it, I love that you thanked him for that. And you said to yourself, you asked yourself some really great questions. You said, I don't want to be like this, right? This isn't how I want to be. So was there an awareness at all that those things were happening? Or was it just totally unconscious? What happened?
Well, it was totally unconscious because with the menopause, you gain weight, but it's very insidious. So you don't see the change immediately. You don't realize that your mood is changing. You don't realize that you don't sleep as well as before because all of that can come from stress, can come from anything, but you don't realize that it's actually menopause symptoms. And
Yeah.
so when someone like he did make you realize what is really happening, that's really a good sign. Um, and it can also come from your GP, because when you don't realize this, you think you have stress, burnout, anything. You go to your physician, and the results, the diagnosis is menopause. And
Right.
it's
Right.
another wake up call. So
So what have you learned through that? What have you learned? One sounds like just thanking your husband for the awareness. And then what did you
yes,
do? What did you do after that? What were the steps that you took?
The steps were first changing my lifestyle. So I had to go through a nutrition plan, so totally change my eating habits. So I had healthy habits from there. Starting to exercise because I didn't. I was working, no exercise. But since then, I started to exercise.
Well, and like you
What
said,
else?
it's not a luxury. I think when you hit menopause, what people have to realize it's not a luxury to work out. It's a necessity, right? For our bone health and for our overall strength and everything
Absolutely.
else, right?
Absolutely, because actually you gain with menopause, you gain weight if you don't control it. And why is that? Because as I told you, it's a change of life, a period of your life when you need more security, certainty, and so this is why you gain weight actually. And so exercising, controlling your weight, trying to have a good sleep, and lower your stress are the fundamental things
Right.
that you can do.
I don't know. The sleeping, I never had a problem with. My husband says that I'm going to the Olympics for sleeping. So that one was never, but like you said, like everybody's symptoms are different. Like I didn't even realize that I was in menopause. Some things we don't even we're not even conscious of those different things. So I have a really fun question, and I want everybody to think about this as well. If you were to write a love letter to your changing body, thanking it for all of the seasons it went through, and including the season maybe that it's in, what would you say to your body, your changing body?
I would say that yes, you did look great when you were 30, 35, 40, and you felt really superpower, sexy lady. But it doesn't change actually. It's all in your mindset. So effectively you change, but you change for the better because you know who you are, you know what you want, you know when to say no. You are certain of yourself, and you start to love yourself, love love your body like it is.
That's so funny. See, I told you menopause had a gift. It had a beautiful gift. Like I said, like that's that strength, that inner knowing. So what else? Oops, Martha really likes this conversation. So what else did you want to share about menopause, or what are 2 or 3 things that people can use? So you talked about lifestyle. Be aware of your sleep, obviously. Be aware of your stress
Yes.
level. My friend has a really great thing, and this might be a little bit too much information, but I loved what she said. She said, people don't get old, people get dry in all kinds of places. So anyway, what did you want to, what are some other things that you wanted to share with everybody about menopause and the gifts of
Okay.
menopause?
So what I want to share is that you have to be aware of this period coming into your life. So starting from 35, you have to raise your awareness and be careful about what's happening to you, so you can prepare for the future. So preparation is the key for the to go through menopause with ease and lightness. And the other thing is that you have to understand that it's not the end of your life. It's not the end of being feminine. Actually, you can be more fulfilled with the menopause, and I mean sexually, for instance, because well, you are more confident, you are more attractive, you feel good about yourself, you feel good about your body and your mindset and your heart. And yeah, so you start to love more yourself than before.
Okay, so I have a question, another fun question for you because you're from France and you're so sexy, all of you French one. Here's my little question. If you could put together a menopause survival gift basket for your best friend, what would you put in it?
uh, First, a bottle of champagne to celebrate.
See? Yeah, go ahead. See, I see y'all now. You know why I got the girl from France talking about the menopause survival kit. Yes. So you got some champagne. What else you got in there?
Um, I would put a very attractive perfume, French perfume, of course.
Yeah.
Uh, lipstick. That's
Lipstick.
you never forget your lipstick. And what else? And a very sexy bikini because you earned the right to wear it.
I love that. So I throw some sexy lingerie in there or some fun pajamas for sure, because I'm all about the sleep and the pajamas. And so, yeah, I mean, like, I think that once again, celebrating the gift of menopause
Yes.
is a really important thing. So I'm hoping that all the ladies or gentlemen that are listening now, that when someone tells it that you're going to be going, that they're going to be going through menopause, that you put together a sexy celebration menopause package with some French, where we have French perfume. We forgot the chocolates. We got to throw some chocolates in there, right?
Yeah.
So some
Absolutely.
chocolate, some champagne, some French cologne, some pajamas, a bikini. Man, I can't wait to get my menopause. Dang, I'm bummed. I'm like already through it. Can I still get me a survival package or celebration?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's my passion. So I really want to help and fight for women to feel better when they go through that period of their lives. So this is why I want to welcome ladies in France and go with them through uh, all this, all the tips that we can teach them to feel better and to go to that period with ease. So this is part of my welcome package.
I love that. And like you said, like it's so much better when we know that we're not going through it alone. I think that so many times we have to, as women, we just like, well, I'll figure this out. I got this handled. And talk about the importance of community and knowing that you're not alone.
Mhm. Yes, so as I said before, people, well, ladies, didn't dare to talk about that. And I remember with my generation, we didn't talk about menstruation, nothing, never, not talking about menopause. And I think now the young ladies, Gen X, from uh, well, where are they? Until born until the 80s, they are really conscious about these changes, and they don't want to live like their grandmother and their mothers. So uh, they are really supportive of the new generation to come, and so that's the community because they are really communicating about it. There are a lot of podcasts, a lot of magazines, a lot of conferences, and they all share what they go through, and that's the power of the community of ladies from that age on.
Yeah, I agree. And then I think though that what that really helps people do, I mean, I really believe that if we equip women for this time in their life, that you could save marriages. Because I think a lot of times, a lot of men just don't understand what a woman's going through. And women, like you said, don't understand what's happening. But when we get in community with each other and go, oh my God, like I'm not alone, that you're going through that as well. Or I can do something to fix that, then that's really, really exciting. Well, you are amazing. I adore you. I love all that you are about. You are our little French sex kitten. You menopausal sex kitten, you. But you have the biggest heart. And so I have a question. What is one thing that you do to stay true to yourself every day, no matter what stage you're going through in your life?
No matter what, is that I meditate and visualize every day who I am, and who I want to stay, and I visualize the happy life that I have now at my age.
I love it. I love it. And how can people find out more about you and all that you've got going on? I know that you're going to be doing a retreat in France.
Mhm.
So share with us a little bit about how they can find out how to get a hold of you.
Yes, I will propose my retreat this year on my Facebook group, which is called Be Well and Rejuvenate, and the retreat will be in June in France, and we'll welcome ladies, and we will work on 4 pillars: on their nutrition, on their mindset, on their sleep habits, and on their anti-aging, because we all want to look younger every day, right?
I do. I want to feel good no matter what. I'm one of those girls, if I can do something to take care of my skin and take care of my body, then I want to do it. So I feel that that is aging gracefully. I don't feel that for me, it's just staying vibrant and alive. So I love it. I love all that you're about.
Okay,
Thank you so
so
much. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
yes,
So.
and of course, you are welcome to come to my retreat. I would love to have you and to pamper you for 1 week.
Oh, I would love that. You're gonna have to get me the dates. So
Yes,
thanks so
absolutely.
much, Christine, and I'll see you very
Thank
soon.
you for having me. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And that's a wrap on another episode of the Loren Lahav podcast. I hope you're walking away feeling totally inspired, energized, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. If you enjoyed our conversation today, wait till you hear what's coming up next. Speaking of which, mark your calendars because something incredible is happening March the 7th through the 9th. The Own It experience is coming. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on this transformational event. We're talking breakthrough moments, powerful connections, and tools that you can truly own your journey. Can't wait until then. Here's how you can stay connected. Make sure you subscribe to wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. Just search for the Loren Lahav podcast, and don't forget to tap that follow button. For all the behind the scenes goodness and daily inspiration, follow me on Instagram at I am Loren Lahav. And if you're loving what you're hearing, spread the love. Share this episode with a friend who needs to hear this message. Want to dive into everything we're talking about today? Click the link in the show notes so that you can access exclusive resources, connect with our amazing community, and learn more about the Own It experience in March. Your transformation awaits. Until then, remember your story matters, your voice matters, and you got this. See you on the next episode.